Back to that story shortly. Before that, though, for the first time, patients with secondary breast cancer in England and Wales are going to be counted in a special audit funded by the NHS. Secondary breast cancer is when the cancer's already spread to other parts of the body. The move comes after a decade of campaigning by charities and patients for the data to be gathered, and it's vital for the planning of services and support. It's estimated that around 35,000 women in the UK are living with secondary breast cancer. Jo Taylor is the founder of After Breast Cancer Diagnosis and MetUpUK, and she's been campaigning for this. Hi, Jo.
Hi.
Hi. Why was this so needed?
Well, data is everywhere. Data saves lives. If you just look at what you were talking about before about COVID, everybody is counted. Can you imagine not counting how many people who actually have COVID, and all you do is count people who are dead? And that's what we've had for, forever. It's never been put in place, this mandatory collection of data, which was approved about 15 years ago. It never happened, and some hospitals collect it and some hospitals don't.
Why do you think that was the case?
I think it's systems. I think there's a big problem in the NHS with actual systems linking up together. There isn't one system in the NHS that collects everything. You've got Public Health England and various other data collection kind of services that support that. But we're just not coded as secondary breast cancer. You go through as a primary cancer patient, and it's been wrong.
So you've had secondary breast cancer, haven't you?
I live with secondary breast cancer, yeah.
So can you tell us a bit about what that involves and what you've had to go through to help deal with that?
Yeah, I was diagnosed after early stage 14 years ago. I was re-diagnosed 7 years ago, and just found a lump in the neck and ended up with the lymph nodes, which were cancerous, and 2 small spots in the sternum. So it was metastatic. It was secondary breast cancer, which is where it's travelled to another place in the body. It's not bone cancer. It's secondary breast cancer that's spread to another part.
So just to end, Jo, this new audit now, will that save lives? Will it elongate lives? What's going to be the primary effect of all this, do we think?
One of the things that it needs to do is, data has the effect on getting more support, getting more funds, getting more clinical nurse specialists, all the services, the drugs that people need, clinical trials, all these things rely on collecting data. And if you don't have that, you can't have effective services. That's why we need data.
Jo, listen, I suppose congratulations is the word for finally getting this on the books. It's good.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's taken a while, but can I also just mention that we have a campaign going on called the Darker Pink, which is about the darker pink of breast cancer, and that's with metupuk.org.uk.
Yeah, you certainly can. Jo, great to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Jo Taylor, their founder of After Breast Cancer Diagnosis, and as you mentioned, their MetUpUK as well.
Huge response, a massive response on the text to the news that